during an at times meandering press conference Thursday amid a flurry of falsehoods.
Nobody was killed on January 6th.
A remarkable story from Donald Trump about a near-death experience. It's under new scrutiny tonight. The former president referring to former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown, who dated Vice President Kamala Harris in the 90s.
Well, I know Willie Brown very well. In fact, I went down in a helicopter with him. We thought maybe this is the end. There was an emergency landing. This was not a pleasant landing. And Willie was, he was a little concerned. But he told me terrible things about her.
We spoke with Willie Brown by phone today.
To be clear, you have never been on a helicopter with Donald Trump?
No, I have not. Are you kidding me?
Have you ever had any conversation with Donald Trump about Kamala Harris?
Of course not.
His initial reaction to Trump's comments?
I laughed. I just assumed that he was on a helicopter ride with somebody black and he made a mistake and thought it was me.
It appears Trump may have confused Willie Brown with former California Governor Jerry Brown, whose spokesperson says did ride in a helicopter with Trump during wildfires in 2018, but adds there was no emergency landing and no discussion of Kamala Harris. Also in that helicopter, then Governor-elect Gavin Newsom. His spokesperson also says there was no emergency landing. Today, the Trump campaign was asked about the pushback to the former president's claim.
I would just defer you to President Trump's statement and what he said yesterday. The president has a lot of amazing stories from his life.
And we've just learned that former President Trump's plane was briefly diverted due to a mechanical issue, but landed safely in Montana, where he's campaigning tonight. Lester?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.